The wedding hall shimmered with soft golden lights, the kind that made everything feel gentler than it really was. White flowers lined the aisle, their scent mixing with the low hum of laughter and clinking glasses. I stood near the back, adjusting my tie for the third time, pretending not to feel the tight knot in my chest. Weddings have a way of doing that, of dragging memories to the surface, even the ones you've spent years carefully burying. My older brother, Hamza, was already at the head table, confident, smiling. The same brother who had once felt larger than life to me, and later, impossibly distant. From the outside, anyone would say we looked like the perfect siblings, close in age, raised under the same roof, sharing the same last name and blood. But between us lived years of unspoken resentment, misunderstandings, and wounds neither of us had ever truly acknowledged. Growing up, Hamza was the golden child. He was athletic, charming, and effortlessly good at things I had to work twice as hard for. Teachers praised him, relatives compared me to him, and I learned early how to smile politely while feeling invisible. When our father fell sick during my final year of college, everything changed. Responsibility arrived uninvited and suddenly. We weren't just brothers, we were adults forced to make decisions we weren't ready for. Hamza left town for work opportunities just months before our father passed away. He promised he'd help, promised he'd send money, promised he'd be back soon. But weeks turned into months, and most of the weight fell on me. Hospital bills, paperwork, long nights sitting beside a hospital bed, listening to machines beep while praying for a miracle that never came. I told myself he had his reasons. I told myself not to be angry. But anger has a way of settling in quietly when it's ignored. After the funeral, our relationship fractured. Phone calls became short. Visits became rare. Conversations stayed on the surface: weather, work, polite updates. We never spoke about that year. We never spoke about how alone I felt, or how guilty he seemed every time our eyes met. Silence became our compromise. Now, years later, we were standing under the same roof again, celebrating his wedding. Life had moved forward, whether I was ready or not. The bride was radiant, guests were cheerful, and the atmosphere was warm with hope. I told myself this day wasn't about us, it was about him and his new beginning. Then came the toasts. One by one, friends and family stood up, sharing stories that made the room laugh and sigh. Hamza's best friend joked about their college days. Our uncle offered blessings and advice. I listened politely, sipping water, waiting for it all to be over. When Hamza finally stood up, the room quieted instantly. He tapped the microphone, smiled nervously, and glanced at his bride. "I promise this won't be long," he said, drawing a chuckle from the crowd. He thanked the guests, praised his wife, spoke about love and partnership. It was exactly what everyone expected. Then his voice shifted. "There's something I need to say," he continued, his smile fading just a little. "Something I should have said a long time ago." His eyes scanned the room, then settled on me. My heart skipped. He cleared his throat. Growing up, I wasn't always the best brother. I was selfish. I ran ahead without looking back, assuming things would just be fine. The room was silent now, the kind of silence that feels heavy and alive. When our family needed me most, I wasn't there in the way I should have been. His voice cracked, just barely. And there's someone here tonight who carried a burden that should have been shared. Every instinct in me wanted to look away. Instead, I stayed frozen, eyes locked on his. "To my brother," he said, stepping slightly away from the podium, "I'm sorry. For leaving you alone when you needed support. For not listening. For choosing comfort over responsibility." He swallowed hard. "I know an apology doesn't erase the past, but I want you to know I see it now. I see you." The room seemed to exhale all at once. I felt heat rise behind my eyes, a mix of relief, sadness, and something dangerously close to forgiveness. For years, I had imagined this moment in 100 different ways: arguments, confrontations, late-night confessions. I never imagined it would come like this, in front of strangers, wrapped in honesty. Hamza continued, "Today, I'm starting a new chapter, and I don't want to carry old mistakes into it. I hope one day we can truly move forward together." A pause broke out, soft at first, then stronger. I barely heard it. My chest felt tight, but lighter at the same time, like something heavy had finally been set down. After the ceremony, he found me near the balcony. No microphone, no audience. Just us. "I meant every word," he said quietly. I nodded. "I know. We didn't hug right away, we didn't need to. Some wounds don't heal instantly, but acknowledgement is a powerful beginning." For the first time in years, Silence between us didn't feel like a wall. It felt like space to rebuild, to forgive, to try again. That night, as the music played and guests danced, I realized something important. Apologies don't change the past, but they can reshape the future. And sometimes the most unexpected ones arrive exactly when you're finally ready to hear them.